Yo. We live? I said, all right, we live? All right, then I ain't gonna curse. But these get morning. Good morning. We got a beautiful day here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Reporting live from Sin City. If it's your first time rocking with the boy, I be the KING SPR 33. That be me, King Spree. And you locked in with the boy. And as always, watch out for that new mixtape coming soon. I promise you gonna love it. It is a beautiful morning in Las Vegas, 75 degrees. Just left the gym. Starting the week off right. Starting to transition into, we're late September right now. So starting to transition into the October month. You know, when everything is like holiday-esque. Doing Halloween not real big, but we're doing Halloween pretty big this year. So that's something I'm looking forward to. As well as a Costa Rica trip and then a LA trip to watch the Lakers play. And just after that, Thanksgiving, and after that, birthday, after that, Christmas, after that, New Year's Eve, and then attack the new year with a vigor. So just good times. All right, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. So before we start, we're going to talk about men. Let's talk about this. This is for my men. This is for my men, ladies. Y'all can listen if y'all want. Y'all can click off if y'all need, what have you. This is for my men. So I listen to people like Kevin Samuels a lot. I used to listen to FreshandFit, and I still do from time to time. I'm a big component, what's the word I'm looking for? Not component. I'm a big advocate for being an alpha male, not only in saying it, but in action. Taking care of yourself, taking care of your family, protecting, not standing for BS, not allowing disrespect, you know, all those traits that come with being a man, masculinity. And yes, as far as today's generation of women, I do think that society definitely favors them a lot more than it favors us. But one thing I will say is, I was listening to this dude that I've been listening to for a couple weeks now. His name is O'Shea Duke Jackson, I think it is. And he always does these little videos on YouTube where he's talking about various topics. And some of the topics I don't even know about, but most of them are centered around the woman doing the man wrong. And at first I'm listening and I'm like, I kind of agree with some of the things he's saying. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. But as of late, I've been seeing a lot of videos where it's just he's not really understanding the other side of it. So, for example, his videos might be about Brittany Renner and how she did PJ Washington, like most people, have done a video about. Or how IG thought, the one that got, but the one that got killed, he'll do a video about that. Or how an IG model finessed the basketball player, so on and so on down the line. And I listen. Like I said, I'm in agreement with a lot of the things he's saying at first. But the more I started to listen and the more I started to really get in tune with the message, mixed with just how he talks, I'm starting to realize that he's a lame. And by lame, I mean them dudes in school, even now, not just school, but even now, where you can tell they don't have any interaction with women. And they get to a point because they've been not cool their whole lives. They wasn't the dudes that could dress well. Wasn't the dude that was funny. Wasn't the dude that played ball. Wasn't the dude that got money. Because of all those things that they didn't do, they start to resent women. And they make up in their mind that all women are this out to get you. You better watch out. They have no value. So on and so on. Now listen, I'll be the first to tell you, if I think a girl don't bring something to the table, I'm quick to say it. But I don't resent women. I'm not sitting here like in my room like, women are evil. I don't care about that. There are some women that do fit that bill, and there are other women that don't fit that bill. Depends who you are, who you talk to. And a lot of times it depends who you are, because you can have the same woman that act like, let's say, Brittany Renner to PJ Washington, but then that same woman could be a queen to somebody else and be submissive and everything. All depends on who you are, where your level of game is at. But my point is, like, I can't agree with the things he's saying. And we got to know the difference between alpha men and dudes of a high masculine value and the dudes that are suckers. That's a sucker move. That's a nerd move. That's the guy that was mad at the superhero because the superhero didn't sign his autograph or sign his cape, and then he becomes a villain. Nah, man, that's not how we're doing this. We got to call a spade a spade. Yes, there are women that do a bunch of silly stuff, and they deserve to be ridiculed for it. But there are men that do a bunch of silly stuff too. You know what I'm saying? There's a bunch of people that do a bunch of things. And we can't be looking at one or the other like, oh, because I'm a man, we're not here to hate women. Who that, like, that's not how we getting down. But the way this dude was talking, you could tell he has like he's the kid that went to Superman. Superman did not sign the autograph, and he becomes Superman's villain. Not adversary, not somebody that can challenge Superman, but just somebody that's trying to. Like the guys on The Incredibles. He becomes that guy. And it's like, bruh, I can tell you ain't got no experience with women. I can tell you ain't the kind of dude that can maneuver around women. And that don't mean that you having sex with everything that walks, but there's a certain pizzazz a man has when he's around a comfort level a man has around a woman, in which lets you know, oh, he's someone that is of high value in this scenario. He's dealt with a woman a time or two. He's seduced. He's attracted. He's closed the deal, so to speak. The guy was saying all kind of cornball terminology. The dude, you know when you're talking to somebody and they're saying a bunch of buzzwords? Like, okay, imagine like we're all in high school and we're all going around the table, so to speak, and we're talking about our craziest situation, right? Our craziest sex story. Yeah, I had this one girl, we were in the bath, boom, boom, boom. Oh, I had this one girl behind McDonald's, boom, boom, boom. I had this one girl in the movie theater, boom, 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 right? In high school. And then you get to this one dude and he's like, yeah, I had this girl and, we got to the room and she was playing hard to get, and we got to the room and one thing led to another and boom, boom, boom. And you're like, what? You might not say that to them because you want to embarrass them, but in your mind you're thinking like, how you go from saying hi to y'all now at the room? Something ain't adding up. Then you tell me one thing led to another? What's the one thing that led to another? What are you talking about? There's just certain times you talk to somebody, you know they ain't the kind of guy that really maneuvers in that situation. So they say a lot of buzzwords that they heard on Instagram, heard on YouTube, heard other guys say. That's how this guy is. That's how this guy is. A straight cornball, bruh. Like a straight cornball. And the funny thing is about these channels, and it's ironic because here I am trying to be one, the fans of these channels are cornballs as well. Like, we need to have a channel for the cool niggas, man. Like, we need to have a channel for the dudes that are cool. Stop this whole like, oh, I done came over mad adversity and here I am. Let's have a channel for the dudes that are just cool. Like, we know how to dress, we know how to get money, we know how to smell good, we know how to seduce women, we know how to play ball, we know how to invest, we know how to read, we know how to do whatever. What happened to the cool niggas, man? Society's making it seem like the cool niggas went extinct. Nah, the cool niggas are still here, bro. Cool niggas are still cool. You ain't gotta be rich and famous to be cool, but a lot of the dudes that make it on social media are the nerds. The nerds that feel comfortable around in front of the camera because they're by themselves. But in real life, they're not comfortable. In real life, they can't tell you no story. They're the dudes that was afraid to present in front of the class. But in front of this camera, they're the top tier. Because they were nerds in real life. A lot, even like the Kevin Samuels type dudes. Look at Kevin Samuels' first couple of videos. And I actually like Kevin Samuels. But look at his first couple of videos. He's a nerd. He's a nerd and he's questionable at best. Like, stop it. These dudes are nerds, man. Like, where are the cool dudes, bruh? Where are the cool dudes? Anyway, man, I ain't gonna hold y'all with too much of me ranting and raving, but just where are the cool dudes, bruh? Alright, man, go ahead, do me a favor and please subscribe to the boy channel. Go ahead and turn that notification bell on. It allows YouTube to know that you're really rocking with me. You want to hear more of what I gotta say, and I promise you I'm gonna keep the content coming and I'm gonna keep improving. Go ahead and give a like to the video because it does the same damn thing. And please, you got something to say, gentlemen, comment. Let me know what's up. Where the cool dudes? Comment that. Where the cool dudes at, man? Where the cool niggas, man? Like, they try to make it seem like we went extinct. Nah, we still here. We still thriving. Problem is, it's so oversaturated with these nerds. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, and please share the boy channel. And stop hating on me, bruh. Go ahead and put that like down there. Stop hating on me, man. Just go ahead and support the channel. What's wrong with y'all? All right, man. I'm going to holler at y'all.